Breaking news, human remains were found at an Oroville residence. We have the details on the investigation. Today, there will be a candlelight walk to honor domestic violence survivors. We'll tell you where and when you can participate. And the government is shut down today after lawmakers failed to pass a spending deal. We'll tell you how it's impacting government employees.
Covering Northern California. You're watching Action News Now. Coverage you can count on.
We start with breaking news. Oroville police are investigating a suspicious death at a residence on Mitchell Avenue. They say it happened yesterday around 6:40 and that officers found human remains in an isolated area of a home. Officers and with the State Department of Justice and the Butte County Coroner's Office are all involved in the investigation. Police say the suspect is connected to an investigation that was already in custody on unrelated felony charges. Officials say they are actively investigating and they say that there is no ongoing threat to the community. They say they aren't currently releasing the name of the suspect or the victim. We have a reporter at the scene and we'll bring you updates tonight at 4, 5, and 6. Now that the federal government is shut down, Republicans and Democrats are blaming each other after multiple votes to keep the government funded past midnight failed in the Senate. Lawmakers are due back on Capitol Hill today for possibly more votes. Meanwhile, thousands of federal workers are now expected to go without pay as President Trump threatens more layoffs. Naomi Ruchmi has more on what that means for you from New York.
Today, tens of thousands of federal workers will be notified to stay home, furloughed without pay. Thousands of essential employees like military troops and air traffic controllers will report for duty, also without pay.
The bill, upon reconsideration, is not passed.
This comes after multiple proposals to keep the government funded past midnight failed in the U.S. Senate.
This is unnecessary, avoidable.
Senate Republicans pushed for the Clean House passed bill that extends funding into next month. Senate Democrats want a bill that also extends federal health care subsidies and protects Medicaid.
The bottom line is we need to stop these premiums from going up dramatically. We need to do it now.
President Trump now threatens mass layoffs and federal cuts directed at Democrats.
We can get rid of a lot of things that we didn't want, and they'd be Democrat things.
For now, federal workers are bracing for impact.
We will be tightening belts.
Americans will continue to receive Social Security and passports, though the TSA warns travelers to expect delays.
Members of Congress and the president will continue to receive their paychecks during the shutdown. The last shutdown was back in 2018, and it lasted longer than a month. Congressman Doug LaMalfa issued the following statement on the government shutdown. He said Republicans passed a straightforward 7-week funding bill to keep the government running free of gimmicks and poison pills. Democrats rejected it and forced a shutdown. These are the same Democrats who once warned that shutdowns were reckless and harmful to veterans, service members, and families and the economy. Now they've manufactured the very crisis they've claimed to fear. Now, this is a live look over South Oroville. You can see plenty of cloudy skies, looking pretty gloomy out there. Looked like it's about to rain. Now, this is where we check in with Court Klopping today. Court, how are we looking for today?
Well, we've got more scattered shower chances, Sade. Cooler temperatures today than what we've even seen so far this week, and breezy to gusty south winds picking up heading into the afternoon as well. So a lot going on out there. Here's the view to the west across the valley. Cloudy skies above from that Deer Creek Highway camera located just east of Chico. Heavier scattered showers worked their way through a little bit earlier on this morning. Since then, it's been some very sparse scattered shower activity, mostly in the foothills surrounding the valley, just east of Chico and Oroville and closer to the coast, but more scattered showers are likely for the afternoon. 68 degrees for Chico right now. Southeast wind is 17 miles an hour. 59 degrees for Redding. Instruments showing some light rain in the Redding area at the moment. 62 degrees currently for Red Bluff, and right now 70 degrees in Oroville. Checking in with your fire danger forecast. Temperatures mid-60s to lower 70s for this afternoon in the valley. Gusts up to 30 miles an hour out of the south with humidity only dipping near around 81%, so great news there. The winds, the one issue, but because we've had the wet weather heading through, fire danger staying in the low range for today. Sade, coming up in just a couple of minutes, I'll be breaking down how long this chance for cool and wet weather sticking around and when a trend of sunny and warming conditions are on the horizon in your forecast.
Thanks, Court. The application window opens today for all California State University. Now, this includes Chico State. You can apply to any of the 22 CSUs before December 1st. The application fee per university is $70. The CSU offers a California resident undergrad application fee waiver, and nearly half of the applicants will qualify to have the fee waived for up to 4 universities. RABA is offering free bus fares in honor of Clean Air Day and the Week Without Driving Challenge. You can catch most buses for free today through Friday. Fares on the 99X are not free. Make sure to catch a ride. Today, the man who tried to kidnap a toddler in Chico will find out how long he'll be behind bars. Juan Avilia Gomez pleaded guilty. The DA said in April he knocked on a woman's door on Rio Lindo Avenue in Chico and said he was looking for his children. He reportedly told the woman, "That's my kid," while trying to pull her 3-year-old son from her arms. She closed the door and called for help. DA Mike Ramsey said the man later admitted that he'd been looking for his children, but went to the wrong address. He faces up to 4 years in prison. We have new details on where the 8 red light cameras will be in Chico. There will be 5 intersections: Esplanade at First Avenue, Esplanade at East Avenue, Cohasset at East Avenue. We also have Notre Dame Boulevard at Skyway, and crews have already started installing cameras at the Mangrove at East 9th Avenue intersection. Today, we'll tell you where you can participate in tonight's Domestic Violence Candlelight Walk. And next, we'll have guests talking about the 17th Annual Trivia Bee.